Hello, welcome to the instructional video that's going to be covering Lesson 2.4 Honors Assignment. In this video, we're going to discuss what is due for the 2.4 Honors Assignment, how to research these things, and the appropriate way to turn it in. Okay, well the first thing you're going to go to is the honors page for this assignment. If you're doing this class for honors credit, you will still need to read the lesson for 2.4, but what you're going to turn in is the honors activity. And you can see here with this assignment, there's a couple things that you're really going to need to know. And one of the things is in the lesson, there's the 8 requirements that you need to turn in for each investment. You're going to be doing this for 3 different investments. Also, there's a link there called a data sheet. If you click on that link, it's going to show you a way to format your data so it looks appropriate and when you're combining your presentation together. The other thing we're going to talk about is the resources, and there's a link there that'll show you additional resources to help you do the research to find out about your different types of investments. Okay, once you're done with your research, you'll move on to step 3, and that's where you combine everything together into one presentation. Now, you're going to have 3 different investments. One is going to be an aggressive investment, one will be a moderate investment, and one will be a conservative investment. And then you'll put it all together into one presentation where you've gathered all that information and explain why you picked those investments. In the next part, we're going to show you how to do the research and where to find the proper information for your investments. Okay, here's the data sheet that I talked about earlier. When you clicked on that link, it gives you a breakdown of all the different things that you need to include in your investment and why you've picked them. So you're going to be doing research on the name of the company, the contact information, the company details, etc. And you're actually going to be picking a real live company to do this information, and I'll show you places that you can go to find this information. So now we're going to talk about ways that you can do your research and start gathering information to do this assignment. And the first place you want to stop at is on your announcement page. You'll see an easy button there, or your instructor will have some other type of logo there that says click here for help with your assignments. And when you do, it's going to open up a new page, and there's going to be all kinds of help for nearly every assignment in this class. I'm showing you just a screenshot right now of Module 2, and if you scroll down there, you'll see that there's 2 different things there. There's videos there. There's also a template there to help you do your research. It's in a Word document. So if you can't use the one in the lesson, you can use this Word document and fill it in and be able to turn it in for this assignment. So check out this first place. And the next step is I'm going to show you other places that you can go. Okay, now we're going to talk about different resources that you can use to turn in this assignment and help you gather information about your investments. One of the key ones is in the actual 2.4 regular lesson. You need to make sure you read all of lesson 2.4 and not just the honors one, because you'll be responsible for all that information. And in there, there's an interactive where you have an egg and baskets, as you can see here in the picture. And what happens is when you do this interactive and you scroll over the different baskets, like for example, I have the arrow pointing to a CD, it's going to give you information about that type of investment. For example, this one, if you rolled over, it would tell you that a CD is a conservative investment and then give you some other information to help you get started on your project. Doing this interactive will help you figure out, okay, these are the 3 investments I want to do more research on. So make sure you go through this interactive and learn about all the different investments. The other resource that you have there is in the actual honors part of the lesson where I showed you on the first slide. Is the resources box. And when you click it, you'll see below the egg and baskets, you'll see what the resource box will open up. And there's some different resources there that'll help you do your research on different types of investments. There's Investopedia, MarketWatch, the Wall Street Journal, and Yahoo Finance. Investopedia and MarketWatch are really good places to get started to learn about those different investments. Whereas the Wall Street Journal and Yahoo Finance will help you look up actual companies that you're going to need to use in this project. I also have a couple other resources here to help you. One is money.msn.com with investing. And what you're going to do there, it'll allow you to look up different stocks and bonds too. And also bankrate.com. That's another good place to look up more traditional investments like CDs, traditional accounts, and some money market accounts. So use all these resources to help gather your data, and we'll talk about what you need to do next. Okay, here's an example of when I went to Yahoo Finance. And when you click on that link, you'll get to the Yahoo Finance main page, and you go to investing, and you can see all the different options you have here. You have stocks, mutual funds, bonds, futures. There's lots of different information here. I clicked on the mutual funds, and what I came up with, it gave me a list of this year's 15 funds and investors. And you can click on these actual investments, because what these are businesses that sell a mutual fund. So you'll click on that, and then it'll, if you look down in the bottom part here, it'll give you an overview of that fund, including the graphic that you're going to need to show what the fund has done over time. And if you look where the arrow is pointing to, you can click on the profile, and it'll give you a profile about that company, so you can look up those answers to where's the company's location, basic, what does this company do. You can click on the profile, and that'll give you lots of information that you can gather together to make your portfolio. Now, step three, this is where you put it all together. And again, you need an aggressive investment, a moderate investment, and a conservative investment. And you're going to fill out that data chart for each one. I highly recommend you that you use the template that's located in the help area, and you'll fill it out, and then you'll put it all together as one big portfolio to explain this is the three investments I'm going to use, and make sure in each one you explain why you picked that investment. And you're going to be picking actual companies to do this with. So like I showed you with the mutual funds, you pick an actual company. If you pick a stock, you'll look up information on an actual company like Microsoft or Google or anything that you want. And then the same thing with a conservative investment. If you're going to pick out a CD, you'll look up an actual CD and figure out the rate of that CD. And you'll put all that information together, and then you'll attach it to your assignment and turn it in for your instructor to read it, and hopefully you'll have a terrific grade. If anything was unclear in this presentation, please always contact your instructor. They'll be happy to help you.